Hello all, it's Friday morning, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a morning beer review. And why am I going to be doing a morning beer review? Oh my goodness, my hair is like ridiculous today. I look like, I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens, dude. Yeah, I look like that dude. It really, when I don't comb my hair, it really does just kind of do this on its own. Um, Anyways, so yeah, doing a morning beer review. And the reason for that is because I'm going to be doing a massive upload today of all the ones I have banked. And I'm going to go and try to not get behind on this again. And getting behind on this is like a major problem of mine. So I'm going to be uploading, and while I'm doing that, I can't really use my computer while it's uploading, so I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of chores. I'm going to have a couple beers, start uploading, and just start doing a whole bunch of like cleaning. I really need to go and scrub out my drains and whatnot. Which is kind of troublesome when I don't have a hose to go and clean outside, but that's neither here nor there. Um, I really don't like living in an apartment, that's for sure. Anyways, so what will we be reviewing? Well, I just saw this, and I saw this yesterday, and I knew I had to have it. So this is what I tasted after I recorded last night's review, and yeah, said Dankful IPA, generously hoppy. So this is from Sierra Nevada, and this is 7.4 ABV. So basically, one of them fairly high gravity, high weight, um, beers. 7.4 ABV, so really that's almost to double IPA territory. And says dangerously hoppy. Now, this was a beer that was created and released to support charitable causes. I can't remember which. And yeah, I don't remember much about it, so obviously quite well, generously hopped. And the malt bill includes rye. So let's just get to this, shall we? I'm going to be using the pub glass today. So this was packaged um, in the end of November, so dated 11/24/19. So kind of fairly old for something that's pretty, it's a hop forward beverage. This is sort of a clear, well, slightly hazy, dark yellow, dark yellow to amber almost. Pretty decently carbonated, and with what seems to be maybe just a slight amount of. No, I'd say that's just haze, no sediment. With a thick, fluffy, white to off white head. That is honestly more juicy than dank. So lots of juice notes, some pine notes. It's hoppy, but I would not definitely put dankness as one of the defining characteristics of the aroma, at least. It's there, though. It's there, but it's like, I wouldn't say this and say, woo, this is dank. Maybe it had a bit more of that, and, that sort of volatile has sort of been the first to go. That might be the case. But, yeah. So, definitely has dank smells there, but it's not like the defining character of the nose. big pine resin bitterness up front. Somewhat astringent in the mids to finish. Definitely leaves a very bitter long finish. While it coats the tongue, it doesn't leave it feeling parched, so that's the benefit. And despite it having those sort of juice notes in the nose, very dry, very West Coast on the palate. Malts are definitely crackery to bready. There's sugars there, but the hops definitely give it much more of a dry feel. Bit more dank notes in the effervescence, interestingly. Somewhat chewy, just a little bit. Carbonation bite is to style. Doesn't really stand out as too weak or too much. What's interesting is the rye definitely shows up in that malt bill there as a little bit of pepper in the front. I think it adds a nice little kick to it. So it makes it a little bit more interesting than if it was 100% Marley malt bill. Malt bill. Hints of sour orange and tangerine. So it warms up. Yeah, for an IPA, while it doesn't, I wouldn't say that this is a sour by any means. It does evince certain sour fruit aspects to it, while not actually being all that acidic on the palate. Effervescent notes are kind of fleeting, but pretty interesting, especially as it warms up. So, yeah, you know, on this second drink is kind of coming across as a bit more complex as it did when I first, you know, had cracked open the first can of the Sixer. Um, it's like most West Coast style IPAs, like most IPAs in general, honestly, for me at this point, it's not super interesting. It's not something that I am actively seeking out, but For as an example of style, I mean, unsurprisingly, because it's Sierra Nevada, it's actually pretty complex and interesting. So if you are an IPA guy who likes something that's a bit more towards the West Coast side of things, yeah, I definitely give this one a shot. A lot of subtle notes that emerge as time goes on. So yeah, Dankful IPA. I wouldn't. I still wouldn't say that this is like, whoa, this is really so dank. It's there, but it's still nicely complex, I think. My favorite part of it being that addition of rye to the malt bill. I was kind of looking forward to that, and yes, it did show up and have an effect on the palate, which I am well pleased for. And yeah, give this one a shot, I have to say. And with that, I'm going to go and close this up and just start uploading, I guess. That's your beer review for this morning. Cheers.